Will AI really take everyone's job? Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's been a while over here. So there's recently an emergence of a statement that I feel lending a voice to. Will AI take all the jobs available? Recently, Amazon rolled out some drone bots to make deliveries, which actually took all the jobs of their employee for delivery. So that births the statement, will AI really take all the jobs? I'm here to tell you that yes and no. Actually, there are some jobs that AI can never do, and there are some jobs that AI can do. I'm going to break those statements down. In whatever work you do, it is expected that you better your skills as you work in that office. It is imperative that you work more to better your skills. This is 2024, and as the year progresses, new emergence of technology comes out. 3 decades ago, 2 decades ago, in fact, a decade ago, AI is not as popular as we have currently. AI has really taken popularity amidst all the innovations recently made in the world. So, our first thing that you should know about AI is actually built by men, by developers. So it takes some set of people to come together and build those AIs that is making work easier for others. So first thing is companies actually are in a race of making the best AI. So they hire more developers to build AIs for their company. So there's a provision of job in that aspect. A lot of people are not saying that you can actually learn how to develop AI. This is actually not easy, but it's worth a try, and you can actually work and develop yourself on doing that. As a developer, there are lots of opportunities to be explored in the world of tech, and the more you do, the better you get. In this current era that we are in, AI is actually not fully self-sufficient. AI is not brilliant. Let me just use the word brilliant. Not all AI can actually help you out in things you really want to do. There are sometimes you'll be working as a developer. I work with ChatGPT. I wrote some of the codes I will send for it to debug or check, and sometimes it will write the code out only for me to discover that there are lots of bugs in the code that the AI has written. So for AI to take your job, it has to be the best at what it's intended to do. So currently, AI is not at its best, or let me say the AI that we have access to is currently not at its best. NASA has access to most of the things that we even think are not in existence. For example, they've been using some systems that we never believe have existed, and currently they are using some that are not yet available to the public at the moment. So later on, in few years time, it will be available to us what they've been using for quite a while. So until AI is best at what it's intended to do, you have no issues. What you just need to do is work more on yourself, develop your skills, be the best at what you do, and transition into AI management. You can be in charge of the AI that would be used. Just for example, let's look at photography. Before, it used to they used to print out. They used to go into a red room to print out the photos. So now you could easily have access to your pictures with your iPhones, with your phones. You can get a quality images. You can get quality images. You can get passports with your phone. In fact, you can scan with your phone. What was impossible several years ago. So, but a photographer that transitions into the better world would be able to will scale up his business. So a photographer that sharpens his skill will not be left behind, but instead it will get in the top list of the photographers in the current state of photography. So it's advisable for whatever skill you have, it is advisable that you work more to better that skill and improve daily, on a daily basis, because technology is moving at a rate that if one is not moving at that speed, it will get left behind. Just like I said about photography, a lot of people have lost their job because they are not ready to scale up and embrace the change that they currently have. So it is imperative that you work more to better and sharpen your skill in the current century that we have before AI takes over what you do. There was once a rumor about deving AI that it can actually develop. It can develop as a developer. It can build softwares more like a developer or even better than a developer. Only for us to discover recently that that was a lie. It was done as a simulation. It wasn't even a real. There wasn't anything like deving AI. It was faked by I wouldn't say the developer, but the person in charge actually. So now the fear of deving AI taking the job of software developers was killed a bit. But a wise developer will look for a better way on scaling up. A wise developer will look for a better way on scaling up so that a deving AI will not take his job. Or why not, as a developer, do something that will transcend time, that will transcend what you currently have at the moment. You don't have to write code for the rest of your life. You can team up with developers, build up something awesome. And as you do that, you can scale up by by employing different genius to work at the company. So with this, I think the rumor of AI taking the job should be laid to rest, even in this decade. But we should not be ignorant of that and relent, but instead we should work more on sharpening our skills to become better. We actually cannot compete with AI because the processing speed of an AI is faster than the response time of the brain of a human. So, but it is the brain of a human being that would program the AI. AI cannot come into existence. We are not in the universe of Terminator. It is necessary that we work more on ourselves. So with this, I think we can be rest assured that the life of a worker or a developer or an entrepreneur should get better with AI, not the other way around. So quit fearing the emergence of technology and embrace the change and get better. See you in the next video. Thank you.